only he knew who the other kid is. I just wish he won't become like me.
How are you holding up, Daniel?
It's been hard since my parents passed away. Killed because of some debts they never paid. The White family should not have any like this.
I know, it's hard. My parents died not so long ago. I had some hard moments since every time I hear some loud noises, I cannot help but remember how they died. Shut down. Can you believe that?
Hey! Do you remember our old days when we were playing with Lego? Both of us got a customized minifigure from our parents. How innocent we were back then. I'm always taking this Lego with me. It helps me remember my parents and the fun time we had.
Wow. I thought I was the only child here. Since my parents died, this Lego kept me company in my darkest, loneliest times.
Do you remember? We used to play my figure as the bad guy.
And mine as the hero.
Well, I had fun.
Being with you here made me feel a bit better.
Of course. What are friends for, right, Chris?
Just like the old days, huh?
Like the old days. Come on, let me escort you home. What are you doing? Fight him! Your father taught you Kung Fu! Don't leave. No, we are supposed to be friends. No! No!
Was it a murder or what?
Well, hello again.
Wait, who are you?
The guy you dumped and let to be beaten some time ago.
What are you talking about?
Oh, please. You don't remember me? Your best buddy, Daniel?
Daniel? But why?
You remember that night, right? We had our best time until two thugs assaulted us. Yes, it broke my heart. I thought friends help each other. I could not fight back then, but you always knew. If only you weren't such a chicken.
But I thought you died. How?
Police came and the attackers ran away. The fact that you dumped me made me understand I should trust nobody. Now, I will show you what it feels like to be dumped when you need help the most. Do you remember these guys? Same thugs that night. With my money my parents never paid, I made these guys work for me. Guards, take him down. We will see each other again soon, Chris. Or not.
No, Daniel, you're making a big mistake. Daniel, you don't have to do this. Daniel! Stop, Daniel!
Chris!
I got you now.
So you fought and defeated 2 guards by yourself, but you couldn't engage with only one that night?
I was frightened. I've always been like this. The death of my parents made it worse. But that night, I saw my parents die and didn't want to have a similar fate. But I could have saved you. I'm sorry.
My parents were supposed to pay that big debt to yours, so they had somebody to kill your parents. How could you follow your parents' footsteps and send that car?
One day, I went to my father's garage and saw a strange car. A letter was there, so I read it.
Dear son, if you receive this letter, that means we are dead. The whites went too far over that debt. Do you remember the story of the frog and the mouse? The morale is, those who seek to harm others often come to harm themselves through their own deceit. This being said, you have to give to your friend's parents this car. They are expecting it.
So I gave this car to your parents. The news that they are dead were too much for me, so I couldn't think rationally back then.
It was that day my parents died! Your parents wanted revenge, but they couldn't do it anymore. So they've used you. They knew what was going to happen. That's why I received that letter after their death. I won't let this go. So your excuses mean nothing. The whites are not in debt to anyone.
I did not expect Daniel to become like this. However, I did not expect that from my parents. Were my parents actually criminals? Should I avenge my parents? Do you remember the story of the frog and the mouse? The morale is, those who seek to harm others often come to harm themselves through their own deceit.